Good morning to all of you. My name is Caller from the Trader 10 community, and today I'm going to do the weekly forecast for you guys. In this weekly forecast, I will look at what happened in the past to try and determine what might happen in the future. So, this week we are going to take a look at Bitcoin, XEM, REEF USDT, ALGO, Ocean, Waves, and Atom. So sit back and relax, and let's start the forecast. To start off, we will be doing Bitcoin. So what has Bitcoin been doing? We have actually broken out of the new all-time high, made a big impulse to the upside, by that giving the opportunity to also create a bearish pattern. Now, let's just remove everything right here and let's just redraw this whole chart. So what do I mean with that they also are able to create an easier bearish pattern is that they made a move to the high. What they can do right now is push price down, making us lose this move to the high, coming all the way down to the support, trading here for a little bit, going back up, failing here, and then coming down all the way to 49Ks. I think this is one of the outcomes, short outcomes that can happen on Bitcoin. And then I will of course be looking for the previous move that got tested right here that we never really came back to. If this one doesn't hold, then I will be looking at a zone around here. So these will be my buyback zones for Bitcoin based purely on the daily. So now let's go a little bit lower in the lower time frame and see what we actually want for Bitcoin to do on a lower time scale. So either we sit around here and start reversing to the upside. All right, so that's one bullish case scenario. This one can happen, but I don't think it's that likely. Preferably, I want them to go down, sweep people out, come back up, come back down, and then move to the upside. I think this is a higher likely scenario because we're playing all-time highs. They're most of the time going to look for those liquidity hunts. So that's kind of the case that I'm looking for Bitcoin. If we can get above 60K again, we will probably be making new all-time highs if we can trade here, retest it, and then go to the upside. So that's kind of it for Bitcoin for me already. Let's head over to the other coins, such as XEM. So next up is XEM USDT. Looks like it doesn't make its debut on the channel. We already did it before. It was trending to the upside. We were expecting a move back down. They never gave it, but they just kept on pumping. Afterwards, of course, because we never came back down, this became a support level right here. Now let's look at the current price and what it might actually do. So looking at XEM on the daily, we can see that it had a huge dump. Now I don't know what the reason was, but as you can see, they've lost this swing right now. So in my opinion, one of the probable things to do would be going all the way up to back to 50 cents in order to retest and see if we've actually lost this level. Now how will this work out? We'll probably go up and then just make a very easy W and then go to the top side. Of course, this is just very simple, plain and simple, what we do on the daily. On the 4 hour, you can kind of see them impulsing to the upside, so it will depend how this 4 hour will close as well. Maybe, preferably, I would want them to go above 0.38 for a strong bullish close to the upside. If we do keep on having this bearish momentum and we reject this, so let's say that the candle closes where it is right now, and then we might come back down here, reject this again, and then come back down to 29, depending how big this this downward pressure is. It might also depend a little bit on what Bitcoin's going to do, but yeah, the 28 zone is still very decent. You want to try and turn around the 38 resistance into support. If that can happen, then the 50 cents are likely for this one. So that's it for XEM. Let's head over to REEF. So up next we have REEF USDT, as you see right here, that just came down to the daily continuation, touched the daily, and then started moving to the upside. So let me remove this previous prediction. And what do I actually think might happen right now on REEF? If we do get a retracement, I will be looking out for this zone, 0.38 cents. As you can see, they've swept the highs. So sweeping all these highs right here and now closing below would be kind of bearish. So then you would expect them to come back down, maybe do something like this and then come back down to 38s. And this would be an area where I might be interested in looking for some longs on REEF. So as you can see, yeah, we will first need to get below these 45 cents. If we can get below, then we might get a shorting opportunity as well. And then yeah, I will be looking for a kind of W pattern E play all the way down here up until there. Then for the long, let me maybe move this to the left because the long will happen after the short. If however we want to keep on going to the upside, what we want them to do is hold where they are right now, touch this, come back down, and then try to make new all-time highs. So these are the two possible plays, well, the three possible plays in my opinion for REEF. Hold this, try to re-achieve the 53, and then try to make new all-time highs. Don't hold this, short it, and then look for 38s. So that's it for REEF. Let's head over to ALGO. Up next, we have ALGO USDT. So ALGO is also doing a sweep right here on the daily. For now, we still have 14 hours for this close. What am I looking for right now? If they come back down, you kind of want them to hold the range. So this range hold would be around here. Let's go down to the lower time frames. Let me first create a resistance line where I think price might head to. And then let's see what they might actually have to do. So yeah, this level, this 104 really makes sense to hold if they come back down from here. If they do something like this, then I'm looking at 1.15. If they can hold the support, come back down, then I'm looking at 1.35s. Now, however, you have to remember right here, they also created a shorting pattern if they come down here. So we can also fail here and do something like this and then move to the downside. I think this will really depend on what Bitcoin is going to do. If Bitcoin is going to, well, go down pretty well lower, then we will have to look at some lower targets for this one. If Bitcoin is going to do a continuation pattern, then of course I will be looking for the 1.35 as one of my ending targets on this one. It's kind of hard to say where this one might bounce if we really go deeper. Then I like to look at the previous all-time highs. Okay, never mind, here there is something. Okay, this was already tested. So yeah, I will be looking at 78 cents then. If to sweep these people out, if this really breaks down together with Bitcoin, I will be looking for 0.78-ish. So that's it for ALGO. Let's head over to the next one. Up next, we have Ocean USDT. So for this coin, it has been making new all-time highs as well. Came back down here and then tried to make a new all-time high, but as you can see as well, they failed to do so. So for now, you want them to print some kind of higher low at 1.35. If they can't print a higher low at 1.35, we'll probably come back down all the way to 1.11 in hopes for making this pattern, holding this, coming back up here, holding this, then trying to move to the upside and then create new all-time highs. So this will be something I will be looking out for this one. For longs, what's the other possibility is also that they come back down here, retouch this, hold this, try to re-achieve this in this kind of way. So these are two long opportunities. Of course, over here, because we've lost this move, this can also be seen as a shorting opportunity to the downside. For people that watch our stream a lot, this is a pattern that we love to play. So short around here, then to the downside, first targeting 111. If they keep on dumping, of course, targeting 0.9. So that's actually already it for Ocean for me on the daily. We can probably go down to the 4-hour to get a little bit more detail on how we can get this bearish momentum going. So if we actually start closing below here at 135, I might be interested in looking for 143, and then of course playing down this bearish pattern. Now, if this doesn't happen, what I will be looking out for is just a continuation to the upside. So you want them to staircase new levels and then try to re-achieve new all-time highs. So that's kind of it already for Ocean. Let's head over to the next one. Up next, we have Wave USDT. So for Wave USDT, as you can see, I think they've made all-time highs as well. Yep, they've made all-time highs. Came back down, did a continuation pattern right here, and now you can clearly see that they've kind of lost momentum. So they were actually trying to get above this failure, but they failed already at this level right here. So now coming back down, depending how low Bitcoin might go, I'm looking at a level of 6.8. looking at the 4-hour, let's see what they have to break or what supports they still have left here. So wave still has 9.2, which is almost upcoming. Other than that, we have 8.7. So looking for some bullish continuations on these levels, trying to get above, maybe carry a W, then go there. Another option is, of course, coming back down all the way here. But when we come back down all the way here, we of course have achieved a new resistance, this one, and then something like this can happen as well. So there are some bullish and bearish case scenarios within this whole play, because if you come back down here, this will become resistance, and then we have to try and re-break that resistance, of course. Now for the longer term, what you want them to do is you want them to at least get above 9.9, 10-ish, close above there, then maybe come back down for a bullish retracement and then a move to the upside. So as I said earlier, if things really go south in the crypto sphere, then I will be looking for 6.8, but that's only when Bitcoin is going to do a deeper retracement as well. So that's kind of it for Waves USDT. Final target 6.8. If this momentum down keeps on going, you don't really want them to break 8.8 if you are still in for the bullish place. So that's it for Wave. Let's head over to the next coin. For our next coin, we have Atom USDT. So for Atom, as you can see, most of these things have already been tested. So when we are going to come back down, I will be looking pretty low actually, but this will only be when Bitcoin really reverses trend. There's way enough to like hold other stuff. I think if for this downward move, if Bitcoin is really going to retrace kind of low, then I will be looking out for $8-ish. So other than that though, I will be looking for, of course, this very small level 12.2 hold. Within here, we will have to go to the 4-hour to look if there are other levels we might be able to buy as well. 16.7 looks like a decent one, even though keep in mind that we've tested this level quite a bit already. So after a while, the level gets exhausted and you will actually, have a downward move from there. So other than that, let's have a look. So one of the things is coming back down here, testing the previous resistance that we've lost, the support that we've lost now, coming back and trying to make new highs, maybe to 20, come back down to 80.3, and then try to go again and reverse this trend. Other than that, of course, I'm really looking, I'm not looking for shorts right now. I'm mainly looking for long opportunities. But if everything breaks down, you will be looking, of course, for levels that we need to achieve. So for example, the 17.8 might become a good place to actually look for a short end if they give it on a lower time frame scale. So if we come back down here, this is one shorting opportunity. The other one is actually right here, coming back to the upside, rejecting this and then printing the short, trying to make the higher low, failing to hold the higher low, and then coming back down to the bottom side. So I will be looking out for forward longs and also shorts, because there's a lot of opportunity right now in the markets, and we will have to see, of course, what they are going to do. So that was it for this weekly forecast. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want your coin to be reviewed in the next weekly forecast, please make sure to leave it down in the comments, and I will look into getting the coin live on our forecast. If you want to know more about how we do technical analysis, you can always come and watch our 24/7 stream and try to catch a session of me, 6FA, or Mr. Low, or some of the other streamers. So thank you all for watching. Be careful in this market, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye bye.